Good day guys! We are now going to tackle about the basketball terminologies. Kunin na lang natin yung mga basics that are necessary in our discussions. Of course, we should first take up the equipments needed in basketball. First is first, we need the safety gears. We have the shoes, the jerseys, and of course, the water or energy drink. What we need is basketball court and ball in terms of equipment. Now, let's talk about the court. Now, the longest line that you can see are what we call sidelines. Now, here are the baselines. And this is the center line. It divides the court into two, the front court and the back court. Inside the half court, we can see the free throw line, the free throw lane, and the three-point line. While this is the perimeter area. In terms of basketball position, we have 5. The point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, and the center. As you can see in the illustration, those 5 are positioned basically in this pattern. If you are in the offensive side, the ball handler is the member of the offense who is currently dribbling the ball. Kumbaga, siya palagi yung nagbababa ng bola. While the shooting guard is the player in the backcourt with the point guard who typically receives the ball on offense and take a large percentage of their attempts. Basically, the one who is in charge in shooting the ball. Or shall we say, the first option in creating points. And now the small forward, a player who is typically larger than the guards but smaller than the center and power forward. This position may play on the wing, along with the perimeter or near the elbow, depending on the offensive system and player's skill set. Sila rin yung responsible sa pagtulong sa ating center when it comes to rebounding and defending. The power forward, a bigger player, usually smaller than the center, expected to rebound and guard stronger opponents both in the post and on the wings. And now let's go to the biggest of them all, the center. The position in basketball that's traditionally meant for the largest player on the court. These athletes are usually tasked with guarding the paint, getting rebounds, and blocking shots in the front court. So, ang sinasabi nating paint area dito is the one that is painted in blue. Sila yung usually na malapit sa ring. Also called the rim protector. They are the reason why it's really hard to score in the paint. Kaya naman, masasabi rin natin na malakas ang isang team kapag mataas ang kanilang field goal percentage pagdating sa paint area. Center din ang position na pinakaingatan nating ma-fouled out. And since we talk about fouls, let's go now to the common or basic violations a player can commit. Charge. A foul committed by the offense, usually when a player with the ball runs over a defender who has already established position and set their feet. As you can see, ganito ang example natin ng charge. Next is double dribble. A penalty that occurs when an offensive player dribbles, picks up their dribble, then dribbles again. This is an example of a double dribble. And even a professional player can commit this violation. As you can see, a player, Kevin Durant, loses the ball, picks up the ball, and then dribbles again. Let's take a quick look again. Ayun, nakita nyo naman. Soon, I'll be giving you more clearer demonstrations about this. Now, let us take the 5-second inbounding violation. In an inbounding situation, you must bear in mind that you must not hold the ball for more than 4 seconds, or else you can be called for 5-second violation, which may result to a turnover. The next one is the 8-second violation. In basketball, the offensive team has 8 seconds to advance the ball beyond the half-court line. Now if they don't, the 8-second violation is called another turnover. Next up is the goaltending violation. It's a violation of shot that's either in the basket or traveling down towards the rim after already hitting its apex. It may result to an automatic 2 points for the opponent's team. In other words, hindi mo pwedeng i-block ang bola kapag ang trajectory niya ay pababa na sa ring. Dahil na-hit na niya ang pinaka-highest peak niya or apex and is already moving downward. It's very clear in our example that the player commits a goaltending violation. The next is kicking violation. Any form of kicking the ball, aside from the demonstration above, is violation. And this one above here is a flagrant foul. So please don't be confused about kicking violation. Next up is out of bounds. If you're holding the ball, do not let any part of your body touch the baseline and the sidelines because those lines are the outside areas of the playing court. Next is the shot clock violation. An offensive team is only allowed for a 24-second shot clock, which means you're only allowed to shoot the ball within 24 seconds or else a turnover may occur. Next is the 3-second violation. Here's a situation where a red jersey team commits a 3-second violation. Let's try to look at it again. Let's try to check out this guy going to the painted area wherein the 3 seconds are permitted. The first time he sets up his foot to the painted area is also the first count of the official for 3 seconds. Watch this. Try to count guys if it's real a 3-second violation. So there you go. Kumbaga, sa mga larong barangay, ang term natin dito is nangingitlog. After this event, there is another turnover. Let's go now to the traveling violation. In traveling violation, we are not allowed to hold the ball and walk like that. Let's take a look at it for the second time. The ball handler walks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before dribbling the ball. That's completely illegal. And lastly, for the violation, let's take up the penalty. When your team is in a penalty situation, you and your teammates have committed 5 fouls which may result for your opponent to get a bonus shot on the free throw line. Ito ang tinitake advantage ng ibang team lalo na sa mga crucial times. Next is the other terms that we're using in basketball. These are just example of the assists that you can do. And of course, we know what this means. A bench player.
What?
Or players available to a team that are currently subbed into the game. Kumbaga, yung mga first 5 players natin, pagod na, sila naman, paus na sa kachi-cheer ng kanilang team. Bank shot, or a shot that first hits the backboard before going through the rim. Buzzer beater, or a shot that's attempted in the final seconds of a period or play. Box out, the technique in which athletes position themselves between the basket and their opponents. Usually ang gumagawa nito ay ang mga centers. This positions happens underneath the rim. While conversion is just when a shot is successfully made. Of course, we know that defense is actually the team that is actively attempting to stop their competition from putting the ball through the hoop. In this example, the white serves as the defensive team who's trying to stop their blue one, which is the offensive team. Wag lang kayo ma-confuse sa defense at offense pag ginamit sila sa ibang word like defensive rebound, offensive rebound. So for example, yung blue tumira, hindi nag-shoot, so ang rebound nakuha ng white. That is what we call defensive rebound. Either ways kung sino ang nakakuha ng bola, offensive or defensive. Fast break, an offensive play in which a team swiftly advances the ball towards the hoop after obtaining possession. This is the fastest transition that we can see. Ginagawa ito upang makapuntos ng mabilis dahil wala pa sa pwesto ang depensa. Now, field goal. A shot made when the ball is in play. Hindi kasama dito yung mga nasa free throws or yung mga points na nakukuha mo sa foul line. So since nasa field goal na tayo, ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano natin nakukuha ang field goal percentage ng isang player. For example, si Kevin Durant, sa 12 na tira niya sa 3 points, 7 lang ang pumasok. So that will be 7 divided by 12. The answer is multiplied by 100 at yun ang percentage niya. So let's just say it happens in the first half of the game. It only means na 58.33% siya pagdating sa 3-point field goal. Ganon siya ka-effective as a player. Dribble, the act of bouncing the ball. Besides passing, it is necessary for movement while having possessions of the basketball. Halftime, the rest periods that takes place after the first 2 quarters of play and before the last 2. In other words, we have 2 half times. Shot clock, a timer that begins counting down at the beginning of every possession. We have only 24 seconds to take the shot and hit the rim, otherwise they receive a violation and turnover. Pero kapag tumira ka at tumama sa ring, ito ay magre-reset, which means meron kang panibagong 24 seconds shot clock. 3-point play, when an offensive player is fouled during the act of shooting and nandun ka sa mga 2-point territories. It has the same concept with 4-point play na iba lang ang pwesto. Ito naman ay nasa 3-point area nung mangyayari ang foul. Transitions are just the moments in the game in which teams are changing from offense to defense and vice versa. Some of the causes of this is the missed shots or steals. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng turnover, which means when the offensive team gives up the ball without getting off a shot. Turnovers can come from steals, going out of bounds, or other violations. Lastly, the 3-on-3, or a version of basketball in which each team has only 3 players, and the game is played on the half court. Kung magkakaroon tayo ng mga regular basketballs, even sa mga paliga, ito yung pinakadapat na gawin natin just to lessen the number of players. Actually, bago pa lang itong setup na ito at magkakaroon sana siya ng debut on 2020 Olympics kung hindi lang tayo nagkaroon ng pandemic. So I think that would be more than enough for now. Let's meet again for another activity soon. Goodbye!